this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team's had their ups and downs early on, 3-3 through the first 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. We'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. We didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
He keeps it himself, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. They'll run here. It's Carter, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And that's not going to work at all. He'll manage to get back to the line. That is all. It is 4th down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They go zone read here on 3rd and short. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. A run with Carter. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. They put Woods in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Now, faking the give. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Not much there, maybe a yard. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 33, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He's going to try to get this himself. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution of the NFL the last decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have and sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it, so I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll try to run for it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 31-yard line.
So that'll do it for a fast-moving 1st quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
And he'll take this down to about the 7.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone because, as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good, and his guys will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
He's going to look for the home run ball, and that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
The extra point is up and through. And his guys move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes White. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A carry. This is Carter. There's defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This fielded inside the 35. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense back onto the field for their next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And they'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8. Second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. First and 10. Now, this looks like a design run. And he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
And a first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To the ground, a first down run. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Second and 10.
He'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. Not much happening there. Just a short gain. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up third and 6.
Throwing now from the gun. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down. John Harbaugh will send out the field goal unit. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And his guys stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard.
3rd and 7.
And 7.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
At the 11-yard line.
They'll motion the slot man right. That one, taken in. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And his guys are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here comes White. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The visitors' offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this 1st half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Right away, they'll set up to throw.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll swing this one out wide to Carter. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Pass pulled in by Carter. Now this defense will use the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 1st half. On comes the punter now as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down. So, halftime, straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Two very different halftime speeches, I would assume, by those head coaches as we get set for half number 2. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's Carter. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. And that would be a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That one's down the field, but it is incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Back to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Johnson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. 1st and 10 now from the 36. That one is complete. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On the run, here's Carter. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, You're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on 4th down. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup of 12 yards. That's enough for a first down. Give up the middle, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete,
and he barrels his way into the end zone.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the 4th quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on 4th down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Catch made. That's Woods. They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 17-yard line.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Now it is 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The extra point, up and good. And his guys will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. His throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try to run. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down. Run with Carter. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. It is 2nd and 9. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So now then, 1st and goal from the 1. Carter trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. Here's a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now this time he'll set up to throw. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third down and 3. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll swing this one out wide to Carter. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Back over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On the RPO, he's just going to pitch this one forward, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. He gets that into the hands of Wilcox. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll look to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. And the visitors will cut into that lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the 4th quarter. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So the defense finds themselves in a tight spot. They have very little room for error at this point in the game, Mike, so they have to continue to get off the field, no more points, and that sack's going to go a long way towards doing it.
This brought in out past the 20, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
6-yard line.
A carry. This is Carter. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
He was taken down behind the line.
3rd and 6.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
11 on the play. Results in a first down.
They'll run here. It's Carter. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now brings up 4th down.
He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he'll be taken down. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal.
Sets up 1st down and goal to go.
Now they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. And out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown. And instead, the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. They are in control of this one, trying to finish it off and snap that 2-game losing streak. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. He runs with it. A big play after being backed up. Now a 2nd timeout called by the defense. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Second down, zone read, and he keeps it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And that will be a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So the fans going to head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. In the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.